I've looked at over 50 Amazon Ads tools and over 200 demos in the last couple of months and years. And today I'm going to show you which are truly the best when it comes to managing and automating ads for startup brands. In other words, for brands just starting out on Amazon and perhaps looking for their very first Amazon PPC tool. Stick around. Alright guys, welcome to the Amazon Tools League. It's been a while since our last actual update of the PPC edition, and today we're going to have a look at beginner tools. So just for the guys among you who are new to this channel, let me just refresh your mind how this whole thing works. So basically I look at all of these features, of which I'll talk about some of them in this video, but the point is all of these features have certain points that they give towards the total scoring. But these points actually change depending on the scoring system that I select, right? So right now I'm in the starter brand scoring system. And in this scoring system, for example, I will not give any points for cross-platform harvesting. That could be, harvesting your Google Ads keywords to Amazon Ads keywords or vice versa, or to Walmart, things like that. That obviously a starter brand just starting out on Amazon doesn't really need. Other things include automatically creating campaigns for new products. That's something you might want to have if you have a lot of products in a lot of marketplaces and you don't want to take care of them all individually, and you just want the tool to create some basic campaigns, especially like in secondary marketplaces for secondary products. Again, not something you need as a beginner. You won't have that many products. Or bulk campaign creation for a lot of products. Again, not something you need when you don't have a lot of products. What else do we have? Of course, multiple account switching, something more for agencies or multiple brands like aggregators. So these are things that they will look out for as well. And of course, more advanced advertising, DSP, and things like that, more upper funnel strategies that you will simply not need as a beginner, not getting a lot of points in this scoring system, just like Amazon Marketing Cloud features and the like. So yeah, that's kind of the whole principle. Right now we are in the beginner scoring system and we're just gonna scroll up slowly to see who is the top in September 2024. And a reminder, if you haven't seen my previous videos, I'm going to do this much more regularly now, so this won't be a yearly thing, right? Maybe in October, things will already change and I will show you. So, don't stress about it if you're an Amazon software provider thinking, oh, well, I should have been part of this, or he didn't catch my latest updates yet. Well, tell me about them and I will be happy to report them and update the sheet. All right, so we're scrolling up here already, and I always have to mention it. These are not bad tools. Their focus is just usually not on PPC. And, especially with the likes of Sellozo being at the top of the Amazon Profit Tracker overview. That's another video. Or Analyze, for example, being at the top of the Amazon SEO overview. Last time I checked, at least. So, yeah, maybe not at the top in this overview, but still good tools. All right, we're going to scroll up here now. And we already see quite a couple of big names here. Viral Launch, of course. Adference, pretty famous in Germany. And indeed also some newcomers. AdLabs, coincidentally, jumping in right under AdBadger. And if you know a little bit the insider stories there, then you might know that Steven used to work at AdBadger. So that's an interesting one for me. So neck and neck right over there. All right. Then we have some other big names here. Take a Metrics as we head into the more or less top 20, as well as some new tools that I checked on. PPC Storm, PPC Butler, going right above PPC Ninja. Coincidentally, all the PPC name tools in one place. And we move on slowly into the top 15. And like I said in the previous tools videos, we're not going to make these hour-long videos anymore. So, you're just about to find out who is the best tool, and I won't tease you too long, right? So as we head into the top 10 here, Sellozo just missing out, if my calculation is correct. And we have Atom 11 jumping into the top 10 pretty much in the last second. Pretty neat new tool as well. But also here in the top 15 we have a couple of great tools, including Demand Helm, which we'll see higher up in another scoring system, and ScaleInsights, also great tool, AILO. Some of these tools will actually be quite a bit higher in another scoring system where some of these other features we talked about will matter more than for beginner brands, for brands of fewer products. But now we are heading into the top 10 with Atom 11, Bidix, Quartile, Perpetua, some big names in there already known and always around the top 10 since I've been doing this pretty much. So no big surprises there so far, but let's see who's next. Sky, of course, the big enterprise tool. If you saw the previous videos of the employee numbers, they are well established and certainly always to be expected up there. But okay, now we have 3 more spots left, so we are already going to the medals now, and obviously Sky just missing out. So let's have a look at the bronze medal this year with PackView in the starter brand scoring system, right? We might still see them somewhere else in the other scoring systems, but in this particular one, and I think it's also kind of logical, it makes sense because they are so broad, they have such a big feature set. Obviously not all of them, required for beginners and, more advanced. So maybe not surprising that they are only third in this scoring system, but yeah, bronze medal, congratulations on that one. And then we have in second spot, the silver medalist of this season, let's call it. It is AdBrew jumping in from top 20 last time into the top 2. So congratulations on that. That is a huge jump. They have really, built out a lot of stuff here in the past couple of months and years. So good for them. And now it is time to see the winner of this season's Amazon Tools League for starter brands. And it is Trellis. Congratulations. A fantastic tool. I was absolutely surprised by both AdBrew and Trellis really to be able to compete with PackView in this scoring system at least. Both of them really providing exceptional features. So you definitely want to check them out if you're a starter brand, right? I think Trellis's pricing also being kind of friendly towards maybe not the very, very starter brands, but if you've been around, let's say a year, then that could be, very much something to consider. And in terms of pricing, of course, that is something that's difficult to put into the scoring system because, while PackView and Sky are theoretically number 4 and 3 in this scoring system, they are, of course, not what I would generally suggest to a starter brand, considering this pricing and considering you're probably not even spending that much monthly, depending on your niche and, budgets. So you might still want to look further down a little bit at least and check out some of these tools over here. So Sellozo being a very solid tool, especially for starter brands, and anybody with a bit of a tighter budget here with this maximum pricing, of course, being a bit more attractive than anything else here that is based on ad spend. And M19, of course, another great tool. We also saw them won one of the other scoring systems in one of the past overview videos. So they, of course, also interesting to look at here. And Atom 11, of course, as well, with that relatively friendly beginner-friendly pricing. ScaleInsights actually also very popular. And with that pricing, I would say also deservedly popular among starter brands. So they too right in the top 15. So definitely worth checking out, along with AILO if you're more into machine learning bid management rather than kind of advanced custom rules that you can build yourself and really decide yourself what should happen with what kind of performance. So yeah, that is actually already it. Let me just quickly scroll through these features and show you what they've got. There we go. So these are all the automation features just for you new folks, right? We have a lot of automation focused on bid management in the beginning. Then we have some new features that I was looking at, being able to set goals, for example, not just on the campaign level, but also perhaps on keyword level, or being able to set ACOS goals and spend goals, right? Most tools only have ACOS goals for their goal-based bid management. Then we have target harvesting, negative targets, budget automation, and of course, all of these external data automations, whereby, changing your bids based on rankings and generally visibility, could also be share of voice. That is, of course, a super feature where I would definitely want my tool to have that, especially for my ranking campaigns, obviously. So that one, along with things like inventory automation, right? You want to lower your bids or have your bids lowered when you're going out of stock, for example. So these are all things I'm looking out for here. Then we have, manual bulk campaign creation. Again, not too important for beginner brands. You can usually handle that yourself with a couple of products. The same goes for manual bulk optimization across multiple campaigns. Well, that depends a little bit on how many products you already have and how many campaigns you are actually already creating for these products. But in general, that's giving a little bit less points in this scoring system. Then we have some easy optimization, quick actions, and things like that. Pretty much always important in every scoring system, I would say. As well as easy analytics, right? You want to be able to quickly see what's going on, why are things breaking down. You want to be able to sort by the deltas, not just by the current state. You want to see what's changing, for example. These are things I am looking for here, as well as some more advanced analytics. And finally, again, analytics combined with external data, right? So that is pretty much it for this video, right? Final feature set here is the account management, but again, that not too important for the beginner brands scoring system. And here's just some extras that in every scoring system don't give any points. They're just kind of nice to know. All right. And that is it. If you're interested in these other data points here, maybe if you cannot decide between the tools based on these features and you just want to know who is actually, the most followed, or who has the most employees, or who has the best rating on Trustpilot, then you might want to check my 2 previous videos and you'll find out all of that. All right, then that's definitely it for this scoring system. I'll see you around probably tomorrow or the next day to talk about the next one, which will be the multi-brands scoring system. So a completely different focus of features that will be important to these kind of companies, especially agencies, of course, that actually handle multiple brands. So I'll see you around for that. And for now, congratulations again to Trellis, AdBrew, and PackView for storming to the top in this first scoring system that we're looking at in September 2024. And I'll see you around for the next one. Hey there, thanks a lot for watching until the very end. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this content, if it was helpful in any way, I really would appreciate a like and a comment, perhaps, maybe asking me about some tools, some features that are important to you. And of course, you can request what you would like me to look at, which tools you would like me to check out next, and I'll be happy to do that for you. So yeah, stick around the journey and keep tabs on who is really providing the best solutions for you, for people building their brands on Amazon. So yeah, that's it. And I'll hopefully see you around for future rankings and future videos. See you around.